I think cable news among them.
Listen to this story from the Houston Chronicle. This is about Mexico. This is absolutely unbelievable. Headline, narco gangster reveals the underworld cartels have taken cruelty up a notch, says one drug trafficker, kidnapping bus passengers for gladiator-like fights to the death.
Wow.
The elderly are killed, young women are raped, and the able-bodied men are given hammers, machetes, and sticks and forced to fight to the death. And one of the most chilling revelations yet about the violence in Mexico, a drug cartel-connected trafficker claims fellow gangsters have kidnapped highway bus passengers and forced them into gladiator-like fights to groom fresh assassins.
Wow.
That's straight out of the olden days. In an in-person interview arranged by intermediaries on a condition that neither his name nor the location of his Texas visit be published, that's how scared anybody is to talk about these places.
Wow. And he was in Texas. But don't worry, everybody who crosses the border is a hard-working, just family man.
The trafficker also admitted to helping push cocaine worth $5 million to $10 million a month into the United States. Law enforcement sources, and of course then the president of Mexico would say it's our fault because we use drugs, and the president would then agree with them, so... Law enforcement sources confirm he is a cartel operative, but not a fugitive from pending charges. His words are not those of a federal agent or drawn from a news conference or court papers. Instead, he offers a voice from inside Mexico's mayhem, a mafioso who mingles among crime bosses and foot soldiers in a protracted war between drug cartels as well as against the government. If what he says is true, gangsters who make commonplace beheadings, hangings, and quartering bodies have managed an even crueler twist to their barbarity. Members of the Zetas cartel, he said, have pushed passengers into ancient Rome-like blood sport with a modern Mexico twist they call Who is Going to Be the Next Hitman? Well, they have a name for it. It's like a game show.
Oy.
Who is going to be the next hitman?
I remember...
They cut guys to pieces, he said. The victims are likely among the hundreds of people found in mass graves in recent months.
I remember we were discussing when the story broke about the buses being hijacked and the people being raped and slaughtered and all. We were trying to figure out why? What are they doing? Is there a profit motive? Why would they engage in that? And, it occurs to me, I just think, as the cartels have been just slaughtering each other, an ongoing, brutal, no-rules guerrilla war, life has just become incredibly cheap. And in societies like that, and you see it all the time, the standards for what's disgusting, what's sport, what's a horror, they go out the window. They are amusing themselves by having innocent people fight to the death because life is that cheap.
Wow, that is horrifying.
In the horrible third world country to our south, which is also a gorgeous country.
Sure.
And one that should be among the world's leading economies.
Oh, absolutely, because they'd be a multi-billion-dollar-a-year tourist destination all around the country.
Mexico is one of the saddest stories on the globe.
Right.
Keep that border open.
Wow, though. I mean, that is absolutely unbelievable.
It defies our ability to comprehend it, really, to truly comprehend it.
He said it's not intimidation or a successful way to recruit people. It's more for amusement. They're just, like you just said, they're just down to amusing themselves.
Right.
Like dogfighting.
They don't see them as human beings. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. By the way, that is culture. That is what culture means. Doesn't mean your paintings and your TV shows. It's how you see life, how you see marriage and children and the authorities and God, your day-to-day interactions. It's how you see commerce. That's what culture is. And that culture, God bless them, is getting poisoned. Oh, my God.
So they pull a couple of guys off the bus, give them each a hammer, and let them fight to the death, or machetes, or a stick, or whatever. Wow. Yipes. Holy crap. If that were, in Colombia, which is a very, very long way away, I would be concerned. But the fact that it's right on the border of this country, and we let anybody come in anytime they want.
And anybody who objects is a racist.